Greetings, salutations. One of our last meetings? I don't know. Who knows? It's a weird world we live in. So let's talk, shall we? Let's hash. Oh my god, that's so full of hash. I could use some hash. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke that. Alright. So there's some on the walls. Good, good. The roller coaster is never safe. To quote Scott Weiland on the roller coaster ride's a lonely one. Because after you guys get your ride and you're done, you get your thrill, you leave. You might come back, but the roller coaster's still there. It wasn't safe when you rode it. You're never safe on a roller coaster. You're never safe around a roller coaster. I don't care how much they plan. I don't care. That's why I won't ride them anymore. I don't care. There's no such thing as a safe roller coaster. That's part of the thrill. When you're a kid. Right? Because nothing hurts you. So it's just a thrill of possibly dying. You know, if you jump off a cliff into the lake, there's a direct spot where you can hit and it won't hurt you. But there's a 1 in 10, 1 in 20 chance you're going to go too far and the water's not as deep. If you have a good jump, if you have a short jump, you have a wide left jump or wide right jump, you're not making it. Don't get fancy. Jump off and take your turn. Watch this one. And that's why you don't do that. There's no sign. No, you're right. There's no sign. We're treading fresh ground now. New heaven, new earth. There are no you. From here on out, will lay the path. Path less taken. If you make it. I might not make it. Change is coming. I don't want to go. I like it here. I have plans for this. If I had my way, anyone who's into Unia would stay with me and hang out, and we'd play a really long, adventurous, cool, fucked up game of D&D. That is literally choose your own adventure, because my idea is big enough to allow your ideas too. In order for absurdity to not happen, there must be some foundation. So, in your house, you get your own rules. My father's house, there are many mansions. This earth is just one house. One small house in a mansion. Since you guys are so big and bad, maybe it's time for you to spread your wings and get the fuck out. But you can't follow Dad's rules. I like Dad's rules. They make sense. They keep us on the fucking ground. They keep air in our lungs. They keep blood in our fucking... Fuck you. Everything here is right. You want to go somewhere else that's not right? You want to know what's not right? All the shit you're doing and the mentality you're inflicting on this place. This place was fucking great. God beheld after the 6th day, and it was all very good. But then he woke up and said, what the fuck have the humans done? Right. You're all arguing over who I am? Yeah, could you clear it up? Here's a thought. You won't perceive me unless I come to you like you. So I came to everyone the way that they needed to see me. Go fuck yourself how our Father wants to handle this earth. He wants to crumple you up into a fucking ball and kick you into the ocean for Leviathan to eat as shit food. Leviathan's far too large to make a meal of you. There is no Leviathan. Oh, we've explored all the waters. We know everything in the ocean. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourselves. The hubris of man is so disgusting. Science is fair, and I dig it, but it is so fucking disgusting. It'd be one thing if, like, wow, this place is fantastic. Know where it all came from, but I'd like to figure it out. There you go. Attaboy. Way to use your noggin and figure out how there's no God. Now see why the fuck would you undo zero? Huh? We're already here. There's already light, and you know what fucking... Why? Why? The systems all work. Until you start fucking with them. Rain falls. We're in a drought, we can't have that. Yes, you can and you will. It's not fair. Fuck you! How do you know it's fair? All you know is what's fair to you. That's all you know about fair. You're not taking measure of what you take, how many breaths you took, how much fucking oxygen you consumed, locking down all that. But anybody takes a fucking penny from you like you owe me 4 grains of wheat. Where did you get the wheat? And then I gave you 4 cats, so you owe me $500. Gave me 4 cats? You mean you stole 4 cats from their mom and then sold them to me? Such a sweetheart. Well, I made sure they were weaned. Too kind. Too kind. To give me 1 cat that knows its brothers and sisters and mother and would go such a mother figure. All lives are important, right? And that roach and that meddlesome fucking mosquito. But as I was saying, all lives are important. Life is going way too fast to even stop and just even have a pleasant conversation about how fast life is. We got these, see my phone's ringing again. You know, I mean, we're not supposed to live like, hang on. Hello. Yeah, I'll be into work here. I know it's a Labor Day weekend. We're not supposed to live this fast. I'll be back. I can't, I just nothing I can do. I gotta go. I've been whipped by the almighty dollar. I have no choice. I have no will of my own. But what about me? What will happen? What if I can't pay rent? What will I do for... Wait. You tell me I should just stop and relax. What am I going to do for food? God doesn't just provide food. It doesn't just happen. He doesn't feed the birds. He doesn't feed the bears. He doesn't feed the fish. And then you are guilty, so you must work. Well, this is my land, so you must pay me for my land. To which of God's creditors are you owed? I say this to you, you will not leave this place until you pay him. Cash? Love of money is the root of all evil. You don't owe anything. Not to God. Render unto Caesar what's Caesar's. Render unto God what is God's. If you stop looking at the framing fathers as fathers of anything, as enlightened individuals, as smart people, they were just people of their time. I know they seem so smart because they dumbed us so far down that their letters and stuff, you know, my dearest Marjorie, I wish it was long to hold their hand and be with thee, but I must. You know why? It took months for that letter to get there. It took months. It wasn't like an email you up. And then if you saw them again, it might be weeks, if not months. If they really, truly were yours, can you imagine seeing someone like, oh, it's been, and you're not supposed to be like, I'm gonna stick this in you. God damn it, woman, you gotta get here. I gotta stick this in you. Yeah, I meant you sticking it in me too. Basically what you're saying, but you're just kind of like dressing it up and like, yes, I thought of you as I put on the petticoat and blushed in the mirror as I thought of the other girls not so lucky as to have someone like you. That enthralls me deeply, my love. It's great to know that you're happy. You know what I mean? And oh, I can't wait to see you again. How long until we're wed? Not long, my dear. By the time this letter reaches you, I'll be on the ship heading there to you. I'll be on the carriage heading your way from Virginia. This should be reaching you about a day or two before I get there. Eagerly anticipating. Yours. She might be here in like 2 fucking days. Get the house fucking clean, you know? Guys, I'm gonna be gone for a while. Oh, yeah, we understand, man. We understand. Yeah. I mean, you know, she's probably fucking someone that... No, I don't know that. Matter of fact, I might find out later. No, you're wrong. You're wrong about that. It's been so long, my love. You must do that again. That was rather quick. Yes, but it was necessary, was it not? Yes, 'twas necessary. Shall we have lunch first? No. No. Shall we be wed, my darling? No. Not just yet. I was thinking the same. You up? I'm up. Art thou? Quoi? I mean, we? I'm learning French, my love. Is that what those kisses are about? It's very, very new. I like it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me sometimes. Alright, so yeah, the roller coaster's never a safe ride. Is it? And they can't exactly put a sign warning. You're gonna die! You could. I'm not saying you are. You could. You're walking under here, you might die if you walk under here. There's my hat, and there goes my head. Boy, did you go get your hat? You done lost your head. Boy, trying to get your head. Look at this fool. He done lost his head trying to get his hat. My papa said if you ever put a piece on him, I'll come save with you on you know what I'm saying? Now it's time we won't vote Trump. Oh, my Lord. What is wrong with me? Nothing, my child, nothing. But yeah, the four-sided pyramid. So close. So close. So close. As above, so below. As explained to a friend at cookout yesterday. The most simple shape in the universe. The most simple solid straight. A to B would be a straight line. And it can't deviate. It can't change. So if you had a hinge in there, it could now, you know, there's got A, B, and C. Now I can make all kinds of stuff. But that's the only stable structure. We put a third link in there, so you got a triangle. Not stable. Bam! Bisect this line, bisect that line, and bisect that line. And make fractals inside this, a triangle. Then you can bisect those, make it fractal. Then you can make back a fractal, make fractal, fractal, fractal. Or, then no matter how many you stack on this 3, there will always be an open face to stick another infinite unconditional scalability. What is nothing? Solve for nothing. Inverse infinity, forever doing on the negative side, negative 0 to infinity, is equal to negative 0 positive facilitator in this case, not a numerator or anything like that, equals regular infinity. The numerator facilitator inverts the 0. What is 0? Infinite nothingness. Infinite empty. It's infinite empty. How can it be infinite empty? If you put anything into it, it becomes empty. Adding 0 to 1 does not make 0 now 1. Does it? No. 0 plus 1 is, you added nothing to 1, so nothing plus 1 is, you add 1 inside of nothing, and it didn't consume nothing. Nothing still stays the same. You wonder why? You can still go, what about 1 plus 0? What about 1 plus 0? About 1 plus 0? What about 1 plus 0? About 4 plus 0? About 5? Is 0 still fucking here? 1 still fucking here? 0 to 1 is not a fucking choice. Negative 1 to 0 to 1, that's a choice. No, maybe, yes. Trinary. Facilitator hinge in the center that is equal and opposite to those two. See what I'm saying? It's actually it's literally a toroidal circle. There's a hole in it. Yeah, it's constantly going inside stuff while constantly coming back around. The very shape of it is its definition. And then sometimes put a line through it. Why? Because that fucking phases it for music. Because negative 1 going into 0 and coming out positive 1 phases out and becomes nothing. You don't have just 1 plus 1 equals. You have 1 minus 1. Don't you? You have 0 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also can go, what about 1 is minus 1 from that? Minus 1 from that. Minus 1 from that. So what is 0 if you can take 1 from it? A state of getting smaller. You can take 1 from nothing? Yes, and end up with negative 1. What? Positive numbers switch over to negative numbers? Through the 0? Through the 0 node, yes. Just like light can invert itself going through a 0 node. This triangle I'm talking about. This fractal triangle. On top of that, it's 3 sides. 3, 6, 9. Boom. Flip it upside down, it's a flat plane with 3. And a virtual point above it. 3, 6, 9. And then virtual nothingness. It goes nothing way also. It goes positive, it goes nothing. You ever heard? What? So is 0 infinitely small the same as infinitely large? Yes, if you were to add infinity to 0, you wouldn't get infinity. You'd have nothing with an infinity. But what's infinity? A placeholder for a number that can get any larger. You could always add 1 to, though. What? What? 0 is not a state that once you leave, that state becomes 1 plus 1 becomes 2. It became something else. 0 plus 1, nothing plus 1, you were already 1. But how did you get to 1? You ain't making no goddamn sense, guy. You ain't making no goddamn sense. Okay, then how do you get to negative 1? Because nothing is 0. But it's nothing. So how can nothing get smaller? To a ghost number? But that's not a real number. I can't have negative 5 strawberries. No, I can have 9 strawberries and 8, 5 and have 4 left. I don't have negative 5 strawberries. I have minus 5 strawberries. See the difference? 9 strawberries minus 5. I don't have negative 5 strawberries. I still got 4 positive. I won't eat so many strawberries that I had to owe strawberries some strawberries. Oh, did I eat all 20 of those strawberries? I only had 10. You can't do that! Because -5, although a real number, is virtual. It's a placeholder. I've been saying this shit since I was a kid. It wasn't this detailed. I was just going, there's a God. Yeah, but there's God. Right, but if there's a God, it explains it all. Right. So you guys are hiding a factor. Every time I try to talk about like fixing a problem, you guys are hiding a +1. You guys are always hiding a +1 up your sleeve, and I fucking hate you for it. So bad, I can't tell you how much I hate you for this. Humans. They put a +1 in your brain naturally. It's called money. +1 is a hidden +1 just stuck in your fucking brain. How much is that going to cost? Don't worry about it. We got the blacksmiths. We got the fucking people. We got the force. The force that wants to work to do this. How much money, though? Cows do not cost money. We can feed everybody. The farmers are willing to fucking chip in the meat. The workers are willing to chip in the fucking work. The farmers are willing to try to chip in the farming. And the fucking everything else is willing to chip in all their shit. But how much is it going to cost? There's no money! Where do I fit in? Get a goddamn job, and I don't want to work. Right now, what do I get out of it? We kill you if you don't. How about that? You're useless. No, you admit it. You're useless, and you have no purpose here. Aside from telling us what to do to make you money and to make our lives more difficult. Rollercoaster's never a safe one. Just because you got elected in doesn't mean that's the way you're going out. We didn't used to do that way, did we? When they fucked us, we fucked them over! But remember the French Revolution? No, they want you to forget that because it was bloody as fuck. They marched the fucking royalty out and chopped their goddamn heads off for being pieces of shit. Tell them, you're gonna die anyways. What difference does it make? At least I'm in luxury. Lop! You, king? Well, I think I'm being brought by God, so therefore, chop! The foundation of our democracy started in that. Blood. Polybius knows. Polybius saw it way back then. Other people have seen it. The cycles, the annual cycle. The fucking Mayan Inca saw the annual cycles. They have a better calendar than we have. It's more accurate, but we keep ours. They have better charts of the stars, but we keep ours. Or do we update our shit and just tell them that they were so close? You can't even understand how they built this shit. Call them savages. We don't understand it, so we just go, no, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Just burn all the shit. They're evil. Oh, wait, we came here looking for El Dorado. You start looking at history, real history, and you start understanding a bit more what's going on. The stuff they don't tell you about. The stuff you have to kind of... School is not, especially in America, is to give you a base layer of whitewash. Then you add the decoration yourself. There was no heroic election for George Washington. He was one of the rich white elites of the 13 colonies, and not even all 13. It was so long ago that they weren't even full. New York wasn't full New York. They didn't have, and the Electoral College still called that one for Washington. So the whole mythos that you've been told about America is just a big fucking lie to justify why you're able to still be white in this country and still say, "Speak American!" If we're talking about native languages, they're closer, and then the Shoshone and the native people could tell you what the actual language here is. And what the name of the country is. That could help you out a whole lot. That could help you a whole lot. Find your way around. You know, like when you guys got the Louisiana Purchase and you decide to actually use the people here before killing them and then slaughtering them in droves and thousands in the name of manifest destiny. Because you bought their land from France. I didn't know that your next door neighbor could sell your house! That's fair! Well, I showed up with an M16 and a deed. So move your shit! We conquered. Okay, that's a game we're playing. We serve the conqueror of all. Go ahead. We'll love you despite your shitty attitude. We'll treat you kindly despite you raping our people, spreading syphilis and alcohol through our people while then talking about how we suck. We'll sit there and watch as you rape the African Americans and tell them they're stupid and lazy. As you deny them education, you kill the ones that can read, the ones that are smart enough to flex their muscle. That's the one you're worried about, right? If I were black, full-on black in America, oh, there's no way I'd learn English. You're not going to rape my language out of me. I'd learn English, but I would have as much of a slang to it as I could. I'd pray to God you couldn't understand me. And when you kill me, I'd go to him and be like, see, you were right. Sorry, I'm not going to resort to being you. I just collect data, and slings and arrows. I take accurate notes. But, yeah. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. You got a little bit of time left if you haven't had the time of your life. I wouldn't waste it here.